For thousands of years, we've been told that ancient Egypt was a civilization born from a single river, the Nile. Where its life-giving waters ended, the story ended. But what if that wasn't true? What if, deep within the desolate furnace of the great sand sea, another, even more ingenious kingdom thrived in secret? This is the story of the pharaohs of the desert and the lost Oases Dynasties. While the famous pharaohs on the Nile were building pyramids for the dead, the Oases Pharaohs were building arteries of life beneath the earth. Their masterpiece was the Qanat of eternity, a network of underground tunnels that tapped into a prehistoric aquifer miles below the dunes. They even engineered massive wind catchers, towers that funneled the scorching desert air into subterranean water chambers, cooling it to a comfortable 20 degrees Celsius before circulating it through their palaces. But their greatest secret wasn't just managing water. It was managing light. This was the golden age of the glass pharaohs. They had perfected the art of smelting desert sand into enormous solar lenses and mirrors. These arrays, positioned on high plateaus, captured the sun's rays and beamed them down into vast underground gardens. Here, far from the lethal heat, they could harvest grain 3 times a year. In their society, power wasn't held by bloodline, but by hydraulic literacy. The mathematicians who mapped the underground rivers were the high priests, and the engineers who maintained the water pressure were the elites. Around 1250 BCE, disasters struck the Nile. The floods failed, and the great cities began to starve. Rumors of a green mirage in the west reached the desperate Nile kings. They sent an army, a massive force with chariots and bronze weapons, to conquer the oases and seize their water. The ruler of the Dakhla Oasis, Pharaoh Amenemhat-Ra, was a brilliant tactician. He knew his small army was hopelessly outnumbered, so he didn't fight. Instead, he created a ghost city, a massive, shimmering illusion using heat and glass panels. For days, the invading army marched toward a mirage that never got closer, leading them deeper into the unforgiving desert. When the exhausted invaders finally reached the real city, they were met not with swords, but with myth. These pressurized bronze cylinders sprayed a blinding fog of salt water and sand, instantly crystallizing on the eyes and skin of the attackers, disabling them without spilling a drop of blood. "You came for water, Amenemhat-Ra," told their defeated leader, "but you do not respect it. To us, it is a covenant." In the end, it wasn't war that ended the Oasis dynasties, but a change in the planet itself. The deep aquifer began to recede. The last queen, Nitocris of the Sands, made a heartbreaking choice. She ordered the Great Sealing. The glass towers were dismantled, and the underground gardens were filled with sterile sand to preserve the seeds for a future age. Her people slowly migrated away, their incredible knowledge preserved only in the oral songs of nomadic tribes. For centuries, this story was lost. But today, modern satellites are detecting strange, geometric patterns beneath the sands of the Sahara outlines. Too perfect to be natural. We are just beginning to uncover the truth, that human ingenuity is most powerful at the very edge of survival. The lost history of the desert pharaohs reminds us that even when the world turns to dust, we can find a way to make it bloom. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this journey into the lost worlds of history, don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures.